Boom. So check this out. Welcome to the Power Pod, another episode. I'm here with my boy,
Silk
motherfucking
Samurai.
Silk Samurai. You feel me? Yeah, bro. Like, this is a fashion designer that I met, bro, randomly through my homegirl Bella, man. And dog, he
Shout out
makes
to
some
Bella.
shout out to Bella, man. I ain't talked to Bella in a minute, but yo,
She's riding with sharks somewhere.
yo, she's somewhere riding with
She's
she's
swimming with
somewhere
some sharks.
riding and fucking diving with sharks, something she always wanted to do, bro. She's like one of the dopest like models that I've ever had a chance to like be really close with. You know what I mean? Y'all seen her in all the videos and stuff like that. Bella, shout out to Bella, man. Holla at me whenever, you my dog. Yeah, man. But back to Silk, bro. This nigga makes some of the craziest fucking shits, bro. Like, look at these fucking pants right here. Let's talk to him, bro.
Your pants are also pretty crazy.
I mean, my
feel
shit crazy too, but I'm just saying, bro. I'm a fan, G.
Nah, I appreciate
Yeah,
that.
you
It's
know what I
mutual.
mean?
Nah, I definitely I've been making clothes for about 10 years now,
Mm-hmm.
and this has been like probably one of the most like the longest I've been so committed to any one thing that I've really ever been like passionate about. And
sure.
I feel like it's the thing that really speaks the most to like the world, you know what I'm saying? But that's kind of like my whole vibe, and just like even being creative moving forward, and kind of just has always been where I stamped like I just want to kind of like really express myself in a way where it also brought me autonomy in this world, and that's kind of like that's
You said
what-
autonomy?
Yeah,
The fuck autonomy mean?
autonomy is like you move autonomous, like you got full control over your life, you know what I'm saying? Like I didn't have to, like I remember when there was a time where I wanted to get fly, like when I was like 18, 19, and I would have to, if I wanted a pair of pants that looked kind of exotic like this, I'd have to go to like Balmain and spend, you know what I'm saying, like $1,500 on a pair of pants. And I remember like realizing one day, like, yo, like this is ridiculous.
It's
Like
ridiculous.
it's super ridiculous, because I feel like I had much crazier ideas.
Mm-hmm.
And at that time, there were just it was like a handful of people actually sewing their own garments.
Right.
And there was like even a handful of people that knew how to get their own garments made.
Mm-hmm.
So it was just a really good time as a young black man to kind of like be in my own lane for such the beginning portions of my career, where it was like, unlike all my other peers that were like, I'm about to go rap.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, bro, my homie make clothes, and it was like that was like
That was the shit.
It was
Remember?
a super cool flex for
Nigga
a
had a
long fucking
superpower for
time.
sure.
Yeah. So then it's like, I think by COVID, you watch all these new kids and these new like artists kind of come out and really like kill it in this new social media world, where now it's like fashion has blossomed into everybody's like their own thing now. You know what I'm saying? Which is super fucking cool.
That's hard.
Which is why I fuck with your shit too, because it always speaks to like just the nature of a person. And it's like a person doesn't necessarily be flashy to kind of like make some shit that really like speaks to their personality. Like your shit could be real like clean and meticulous, but also very exotic. You know what I'm saying? Like in that regard, like you can always tell where a designer's head is at. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
for
And I think
sure.
it's like a language that people don't even realize exists. You know what I'm saying? And that it's like just a new world, I feel like.
Oh, 1000%, bro. Like, shit, yo, this nigga got my son fucking swinging swords and shit, bro. Like, no bullshit, bro. His mom is my son's hairstylist. Shout out to Miss Muffin, bro. Like, super dope, man.
She's the reason I'm late. Shout out to Miss Muffin.
Shout out to Miss Muffin.
Reason I'm late,
Yeah, man. Yo, let's talk about this fucking Samurai, bro. Talk about Samurai. This is Silk Samurai. Let's talk about it.
So Silk Samurai is like the duality between, at first at least, it was like the philosophy behind how I created, where you kind of mix the duality of something very soft and make it like as sharp as a blade's edge, and being able to deliver that effect synonymously every time in my creative process. So that kind of like, at first it was kind of just like a swag, like I was just trying to be cool, and like that was, but I didn't really realize till I was probably like 22 that I was like, yo, I really, 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 really want to swing a sword though. Like
That's
like,
fucking sick,
I would
dog.
watch like, martial arts movies, and that's like, a kid want to see Karate Kid, he want to do karate. It's like, I remember I seen Afro Samurai for the first time, and I was like, I really want to learn how to swing this fucking sword. And when I really was able to kind of like own my first sword, it was like such a crazy experience because like you can pick up anything that resembles a sword and make believe, but when you hold one in your hand for the first time, it really does kind of like it completes the childhood vision. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
And after that, you kind of like go through this phase of being very, very ignorant to it, and you're like almost terrified of the sword.
Nigga, I'm terrified of that motherfucker. What do you mean?
100%, like because you're scared to like hurt yourself. You're scared. All of it just it's terrifying. So like you spend the first 2 years like thinking it's some shit you've seen in a movie, but in reality, it's something so much more like precise, and it takes so much more repetition, and there's so much. It's almost boring. You know what I'm saying? Like when you watch people practice like Aido or Bato Jutsu in real life, people are quiet and it's very peaceful and it's very patient. And sometimes you'll watch someone set up a cut and it takes like 3 minutes for this dude to cut this one thing, but it's really like all of the steps in between that you're really paying attention to. So I had to learn to like break down that wall of misunderstanding what the sword represented to like just that way of life, as well as like how it would in turn affect me moving forward from there. And then I like cut myself with my sword. And that was when I was like, oh shit, like I'm super humbled. Like I had to very much humble myself and realize like, oh, if I'm gonna do this, I have to take it like 100% serious.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
How
saying?
many times you done cut yourself with that
Just
shit?
once. You only cut yourself once.
That's all it take.
That's
all it take. Like motherfucker putting their hand on the fire.
And I probably owned my swords for close to, I want to say like 8 years before I had ever cut myself.
Damn.
So it's like I wasn't like trying to willfully do dumb shit. It was like I caught myself slipping one time. Literally.
Where'd you cut yourself at?
Right here on my hand.
Oh,
so
damn.
it's like there's like a and it's crazy when I cut it, it like opened up like that.
Yeah, definitely.
So it was
Yeah.
like super elastic. So it was like, and just the way like it's set up, it was right on an artery. It was like it was everywhere.
Yo,
So-
kids, be motherfucking careful. If you want to
Absolutely
be
be
a
careful.
fucking samurai, dog.
Because a lot of these kids don't understand that with the fear of the sword comes like you're more prone to making mistakes. And the thing is you replace that fear with respect.
Yeah.
And it's like that's like why people say like they don't respect people who like shoot guns almost.
Yeah,
Because it's
yeah.
almost like it takes you can be a lot more like neglectful of the consequences and how much it really goes into it. Like if you are, doing the same thing with a sword, you almost gotta look in the
Yeah, you gotta look him in the eye. You gotta get up close and personal. Yeah,
but
for sure.
there's even a rumor that like if you like stab someone in the chest with a sword, like you can feel it in the handle, like their heartbeat stop. You know what I mean? Like so it's like there's like just a much different like when you talk about gangster, like that's why all the samurais was super cool, chill dudes. Like they weren't tweaking out, and if they did tweak out, they quickly would get humbled by the dude that was like, you know what I'm saying? Like the quiet Musashi or the Kojiro, you know what I'm saying?
That shit
Like,
crazy to see two motherfuckers, calm ass motherfuckers, fighting with swords. Ding, ding, ding.
I always think
that'd be
think about
fucking
that
crazy.
shit, bro. Like I think about how much like there was a time where like like we really got smoke for each other. Like, and it's not even like me and you got personal smoke. It's just I heard you was really nice like that.
Yeah.
And I really want to see. But we both down to like die in this moment to see if we really both as talented as we think.
Bro, that shit, yo, now that you say that, it like I love like combat sports. Mm-hmm. So like fucking it makes me think about like the MMA world, like the boxing world, like all the greatest are fighting each other now. And like it's really a battle between like fucking technique. Mm-hmm. You feel what I'm saying?
That's all it is.
It's all technique, bro. It's like, yo, it's a battle of the mind type shit now.
100%.
And like all the best want to fight each other because they want to figure it out. You know what I mean? Like, dog, that's hard as fuck, G.
In a literary sense, the greatest samurai to date is Musashi. Because Musashi was able to, Miyamoto Musashi was able to, from a literary standpoint, write for 100 years later where the samurai was. You know what I'm saying? Like, so there was a lot of, like, everything that we know and understand about certain ways of the sword we learned from Musashi. And that's like, he was the one that wrote everything.
Okay.
But then there's like Oda. Oda was the greatest tactician. He's the greatest military samurai, the greatest daimyo. He's a dude that Yasuke, if you know Yasuke, the black samurai, he was under Oda Nobunaga. Nasty.
Bro, I'm learning all this shit right now.
And then, like, my personal favorite, you got Sasaki Kojiro. Kojiro, he was what I would consider, like, the most enthusiastic of them. Like, he was the best because he really loved swinging that sword. And he was looking for, like, he chased that feeling of looking for a battle that kind of gave him that thrill. So when he ran into Musashi, bro, he was so mad because Musashi had, like, made him wait, supposedly, for mad long. And you imagine, like, if we both samurais, we don't got phones or nothing, so we gonna say to each other, like, yo, bro, I'm gonna see you at that rock.
Right.
On the 4th day of the month, like, you know what I'm saying?
On some wild shit like that. Yeah, for
I'm
sure.
gonna see you at that rock. I'll be there in a fortnight. Nigga. So you waiting for the nigga, you just sitting there patient. That nigga might come 8 hours later, 24 hours later, you like, so this Kojiro was hot. Like, when he got there, he like drew his sword, and it's like common practice that like when you see a samurai draw his sword, if he throws his blade, he's ready to die. Yeah. Right there. You know, like if you ever see a samurai in a movie and he throws his like saya away, he doesn't plan on sheathing his blade. So right at that moment, you knew Kojiro was gonna lose that fight. You know what I'm saying?
Why? Like, because he threw his...
Yeah, he threw his saya. He was already mentally in it. He was too mentally in it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it was also he was a practitioner of like the nodachi. So the nodachi is a very long sword. Like, it's longer than my katana. It's like the middle. It's like having an odachi blade with a katana handle, and it's like they called it a drying pole because it was such a long blade. Whereas Musashi was like very versed. He was well versed in carrying two blades. You know what I'm saying? So having like he just wasn't really like prepared. And Kojiro's whole thing is preparation. So the moment you throw that out the window, you're gonna lose to the dude that is just in the right state of mind.
In the right state of mind.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think you ask anybody, like they'll tell you like Kojiro could have won that, you know? But the problem is they say Musashi like knew, like he was beating him and he was like, yo bro, let's stop. And he was like, nah, I can't, I'm having too much fun.
That's the motherfucker that lost.
Yeah.
Talking about having too much fun. Yeah. That's some crazy shit, bro.
Like, that's like, you looking for...
That motherfucker really going out on this super type shit.
Exactly. The Bushido code is crazy. Like, these people would kill themselves over minor disrespect. Like, I hurt your feelings, bro. The only way I could fix that is if I kill myself in front of you right now. Is that okay with you? And you'd be like, yeah. And then I'd do it. And you like, word, he got his honor back. That's a really crazy way of living, bro.
Man, what is that, Japanese?
But that's why in my head, I think that's why you had to, like, when the U.S. dropped a nuclear bomb on these people, like, we don't realize how much that samurai way of life was ingrained in that way of living hundreds of years after. Like, the people wouldn't surrender. You know, it's the same mentality. Like, I'm not about to surrender to you. They just dropped a hydrogen bomb on y'all.
Yeah.
Like, and you're telling me that y'all aren't gonna surrender? And they're like, nah, we're not gonna surrender. They dropped a second one. And then they still was really like, we're not gonna surrender. And they had to really, after the casualties really like
start picking up,
you know, tallying up, they're like, all right, we should really make an educated decision. Like, we're not gonna have a civil, like we're not gonna have
civilization,
it's gonna be gone. And it's like but that is a testament to how much that pride in like those 100 years where those samurais existed, it passed on for 4 or 5 generations, and you could see it in all of it, like their whole culture. It's very passionate, very prideful.
Crazy, G. Like, I just learned, you just dropped so much fucking shit on me. I'm like, yo, Kojiro. I ain't trying to say it wrong, but fucking, that was crazy, bro.
No, like, Kojiro's my favorite samurai. He's the one. He's the one.
Did I just mix two of them together or some shit?
No, you just said his name. You just kind of mispronounced it.
Okay, bet. But yeah, man, yo, nigga, you from Boston, bro. Y'all just won the chip this year. Yeah. You know what I mean? Congratulations to the Celtics, dog.
Used to it.
Yeah,
we're used to it.
Bro,
I've seen 13 championships in my life.
You've seen 13 championships in your life?
Yes, in Boston.
Are you serious?
Yes, bro.
Bro, hold on. Last championship was with...
I've seen the Red Sox win.
Okay,
I've
okay. I
seen
thought
the
you were talking about basketball.
Oh yeah,
all
no, I've seen the
basketball.
Celtics win twice.
Yeah,
I've
okay,
seen
yeah,
the
yeah.
Patriots win five,
Oh my
six
God,
times.
I forgot about
We got
Brady.
the Bruins. We got the Red Sox. We're decorated in every sport. Even the
Fuck.
Revolution in MLS. We had David Beckham for a hot second. And
Yeah.
that was like we were.
Did y'all
crushing-
win a championship with
Yeah.
him? Okay.
That's what I'm saying. Like we crushed everything.
Fucking
like,
Boston, bro.
nah, facts.
Like,
Like,
I'm fucking impressed with. I didn't know
we don't
that,
got
bro.
shit
Like,
going on over there. That's why.
for real.
Nothing.
Man, bro, I'll know some dope motherfuckers from Boston, bro.
Because they be there, and we don't have shit but to go to sports games.
But shit, y'all even got like artists and shit now though.
That's new. Like that's new. Like I'm
Yeah.
from the same era of Bia and all of like Joyner Lucas. Like we were all
Yeah, yeah.
kind of like at the same time. Like we're about to go do something bigger. We're gonna get out of Boston and go further than just this.
Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
know what I'm saying? This little area that we call like it's like claiming to be the king of like an anthill.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know,
I feel
like
that,
if you're
yeah.
on in that rap scene in Boston, it's not saying much because it's like, bro, people don't respect Boston for music in the first place unless
Yeah.
it's like Aerosmith.
Aerosmith from Boston?
I think so.
We gotta look that shit
I
up.
think it's Aerosmith. It's Aerosmith. It's one of those bands.
Yeah,
One of
yeah.
those big rock bands.
U2 or some shit like that.
Nah,
Nah,
I really
U2
think
from
it's-
like
I really think it's
UK or some
Aerosmith,
shit, huh?
bro. I ain't even gonna lie. Like, I really want to say it was Aerosmith, but we have Berkeley, like we have the music college and things like that.
Yeah.
But we weren't really like, I don't know, like as far as like being a young black dude
Yeah.
out there, we ain't have nothing to do besides be athletic until probably like by the time I turned 18, 19, probably like 2014, 2015, it was like there was never anything going on. We were like the type of people that we went to the docks.
Tell
every
them
day.
niggas is from fucking Boston.
We
That's
went to the
crazy.
docks every day.
Yeah.
And it would just be like 30 of us, like a whole friend group. Everyone's leaving the crib to meet up downtown at a specific time.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're going to go get alcohol and go to the docks and smoke and chill. And we're going to sit outside our favorite clothing store that I'm also selling my clothes in.
I should have brought some weed, bro.
I got dropped from that store too. It was
real?
actually suck. Yeah, it hurt
Damn.
my feelings because it was like my first real like opportunity. I felt like I was
Yeah.
like word like I got my clothes in a store. I was so passionate about it. I would show up to the store like every day.
Like, yo,
Like,
my shit sold yet?
Nah, like I would show up and kind of like float near my clothes, like
Yeah,
wear my
yeah.
shoes on the rack, like. And if someone came up, I knew I would be like, "Oh, no, you should get this."
Yeah,
Like,
for sure.
You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah.
Like, so it always made me feel like
Had a
good,
job on the job,
but you
that's
could
hard.
tell like they was not feeling that shit.
Yeah, talking about,
at
like,
all.
you-
yeah, popping up like,
Yeah.
bro, what you popping up for? Like, I remember one day I walked in and I asked the dude, I was like, "Yo, bro, you got a check for me?" And he was so mad, and I was like, why are you mad at me? Bro?
Yeah.
I'm asking if you got a
Nigga
check
young
for
and
me.
hungry, bro.
Exactly.
The
And
fuck? Like-
when I look back at that, I remember going to New York, and when I found out they had dropped me, I went to New York, and they had called me on my way back. I was like going to drop some clothes off for like, I think it was like Kaylani at the time or something, super early. And so I'm like going to New York. I'm hustling. I'm going to New York to just bring some
Yeah.
clothes. Like on my way back, that he's like, "Yeah, bro, we're like dropping your brand." I was like, damn. And I remember looking at their site and they had taken my stuff off so quick. They had
shit
blocked me on Instagram. Like it was like they thought I was about to like backlash and like go and
Yeah,
call
yeah,
them all
yeah.
type. I wasn't. I was just really like, damn, I thought it was family.
Fucking Kalani's so fucking bad, G.
Shout out to Big Kaylani. She's
Man.
definitely one of the finest women on the planet.
Yo, you
Without a
fine,
doubt.
bro. Like, no bullshit. That's
Without a
crazy, bro.
Without a doubt. And I love that like she's like the pinnacle of like I want to be in shape as well. So it's like
yeah, bro.
she working out harder than
Yeah,
most
for sure.
most people I know. You know what I'm saying? And it's like if you don't get inspired by that, then I don't know. It's
You
crazy.
gotta hit the gym, bro. You
Listen,
gotta hit the gym. Even if you don't hit the gym, man, get a little at home workout.
if you're not doing push-ups at least every day, you
You know.
can't even push yourself off the ground.
Yeah, you got.
Worst case scenario, you can't push your own body weight up.
You can't even live nothing. You know what I mean?
Can't do nothing. It's useless. You got to work out every day. And that's one of my favorite things about fashion right now is that the biggest style trend that I'm noticing is people want to be fit. You know, like right after COVID, you notice like even with Kanye is like that focal point. Kanye goes through these phases where he gets really big. You know what I'm saying? So when Kanye got really big during COVID, you notice he starts wearing these overly baggy clothes. You know what I'm saying? And I think it was like, that really is why everyone was wearing baggy clothes. Because it was like, never in my head am I like, word, I need to put on like the baggiest outfit possible. To me, it's like you always want to have things that fit you a certain way so that they accentuate your features.
Yo, G,
And I
ain't
feel
gonna
like if you wearing baggy clothes, you hiding something. So,
Yo, I ain't gonna cap to you, G. When I was back in school and shit, niggas used to talk about me because I used to wear tight pants and shit.
100%.
Everybody used to have the big ass clothes and shit like that. And then next thing you know, I
Jump right
became
on
the
the
trending
wave.
topic because I'm the fucking flies nigga.
Blueprint.
But then think about it. Now,
Go right back.
yeah, it goes right back. That's what I be trying to tell motherfuckers, bro. Like, this shit is a cycle, bro. Like, now I feel like I can't personally wear tighter pants because I don't feel like it feels right on me. You know what I mean? I need something loose. You know what I mean? But, like, back then, shit, nigga, I couldn't jerk or no shit like that, but my shit was tight, G.
No, I definitely.
Right.
I used to wear stretchy H&M denim, bro. So
Nigga,
I
yeah,
know.
for sure. Yeah,
I know how
yeah.
tight the motherfuckers were. The super
Tight.
skinny H&M. Shout out to those because I remember.
Bro,
Yeah,
we
my
had
mom
j-
threw those away.
Yeah, for sure.
She had to like. She was tired of seeing me in these cigarette pants.
We was wearing jeggings.
Mm-hmm. Facts.
They was wearing jeggings out there, bro.
Facts.
Sagging jeggings.
And it was the crazy thing is like, I have no problem with people kind of like genuinely grasping that their style is ever changing, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
But what I can't do is like people genuinely will wear tight pants, feel some type of way because the style trend changes, and then when they change to the next style trend, they're denouncing the thing they were just wearing.
Yeah.
I think that's so crazy. Like, bro, it just shows how much it's not really your style and it's more a reflection of, are you being publicly accepted for what you're wearing and how you feel about it? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think a lot of people always like it's more of a thing of like being publicly accepted type shit. But like when I look back at like pictures and shit, you know, I remember when I did go through my tight like clothes area, I was wearing like super tight t-shirts and shit. And I look because did y'all wear tall tees in fucking Boston? Like, you know, like shit, bro. I look at the tall tee era. Yeah, for sure. Like the white tee type shit.
We had basketball jersey era, all that.
That's what I'm saying. Yo, nigga, I'm trying to do like the practice jerseys, the basketball jerseys and shit. Like next summer, I think I'm probably just gonna wear all fucking practice basketball jerseys.
Pennies?
Like literally,
Bring
yo.
the pennies back.
No bullshit. The Penny Hardaways was crazy. The shoes.
Nah, facts.
You know what I mean? Shit, bro. Like we gotta get back to that shit, bro. For real.
I think when you watch people kind of like this is why I was saying like it's good to kind of be able to observe how lifestyle affects trends. So it's like me making predominantly like fitted, like more tailored pieces. It's like I know that there's about to be, unless I switch up my prerogative and acclimate to the current climate, I'm gonna be like in the lower end of the popular rent scale for this next cycle. You know what I mean? So it's like you kind of have to be really concrete in what your like,
brand identity.
Yeah,
type
like
shit.
your brand identity. Because for me, it's like you see my pants today. These is pretty slim pants, and it's
Yeah.
like I'm never gonna not wear my.
Yeah, for sure.
And I'll switch it up and put on some looser pants.
Yeah.
And that was the thing, is like I could do anything, but it's like, why would I immediately like never put on any of my old pants
yeah, for
again?
sure, definitely type shit.
Because other people have now changed where they're at. And that's the thing, it's like I wear sparkly pants on a regular basis. I don't think anybody's ever gonna be there 100%. So I would always be in a space where I would be like getting tricked out of what I really want to do with myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's not really like the wave at all. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yo, this nigga he got like his shit be crazy, bro. Like when I say crazy, y'all gonna see his shit when y'all go to Instagram and all that shit, bro. Like as far as like using the what is it called?
like the sequence and stuff.
The sequence, bro. Like the way he uses sequence is crazy, bro. Then he makes like different patterns, as you see, like with this right here with his sequence, man. Then like even the jackets, bro. Like, man, he really fucking. And I used to see him walk all about the office and shit all the time. Like, you know, I'm like, damn, bro, this nigga shit crazy. But like, he always had his mug on his face. I'm like, oh, like, why this nigga be looking like that, G? And I told Bella, I'm like, Bella, man, this nigga, he always got a mug on. But then next thing you know, this nigga came in here, bro. We smoked a blunt, bro. And dog, we just been like, yo, we been locked the fuck in, bro. like literally locked in, bro. And I think that's a testament too. Like you can't ever judge a book by its cover too. You feel what I'm saying?
Even
Like,
Batman, bro. Batman has soft spots. And I realized that was kind of like, when I came to LA, it was like I never wanted to be the overly friendly person.
yeah,
Because the overly friendly person usually was like getting treated a certain type of way out here. You know what I'm saying? Like damn near people almost extort kindness in a way. Like
they do.
So I felt like, you, and this is just also me being from Boston, like it's a colder attitude on the East Coast. Like a lot of the shit that people like get to chill out and relax about out here, it's like you don't have that luxury out there. So when you walking down the street from point A to point B, that energy don't change from point B to point C or D to E. You know what I'm saying? Like
keep going.
You keep that energy that whole day because you never know at what point like shit could like completely be spun out of control. You know what I mean? Like, and I think when you get out here, everything be so chill that you can kind of like very much become docile. Yeah. And if you do become too docile, that's when like I feel like people be ready to kind of like try you and see how far they can get.
That's the thing about this LA shit, bro. Like, not saying LA shit, but like I don't know. I don't want to say LA shit, but Hollywood shit type shit. You know what I mean? Because I met some real niggas from LA,
100%.
bro. You feel what I'm saying? Like real down to earth people. Like, you know what I mean? Like stand on the same morals that a person like you or I would stand on type shit, bro. Like, you know what I mean? They're not with all the weird crazy shit that a lot of people that don't be in it will understand. But like, bro, LA can get crazy, and like the people can like be really fucking.
It could become a nightmare for you if you really don't like operate with a sense of like. I came out here respecting everything that I came from, so it's like I couldn't come around a bunch of grown men and think I was too hot to say what's up or too hot to, you know what I'm saying? Like if I walked into a studio, it was like everything that I did revolved around me giving respect that I wanted.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Like I just led with respect.
You got to.
In Boston, you'll really notice people really will lead with disrespect. They'll lead with some asshole shit. You know what I'm saying? Like if I wear the same outfit I wear out here, out there, it's like a dude's almost gonna try to make a joke, trying to be funny.
That's because that's some hater shit though.
But that's really like people out here don't have as much of a reason to hate. So you more likely gonna find people on a good day. They got their life together. They enjoying the sun just like you. Yeah. So when they see that you out here and you wearing this, they're like, "Oh, I see what he's on. I fuck with."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Whereas like if I'm in the hood and it's cold and it's sick, we have 7 feet of snow outside. That's been a real thing. We've had 7 feet of snow outside. You gotta put the milk. You gotta open the door, put the milk in the snow, and all the. You know what I'm saying? To keep the shit cold, because the fridge don't work. All the power's out, and it's like. Yeah, you gonna have an attitude all day.
Nigga, I don't know nothing about no goddamn snow, bro. Like, me coming from Mississippi, bro, like, if it snow, like, even, like, 2 inches, bro, like, school is shut down, nobody got to go to work, like, the roads are shut down, like, it's like ice, like, bro, it's like a fucking grand fucking day, and then by, like, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, all the snow gone. Yeah, like, man. It's so crazy, bro.
We literally got, I don't know, how tall is Gronk? Gronk's like 6'5" or 6'7".
I don't know. He a big nigga.
They said our snow in one season was taller than Gronk, and that's the thing is that Boston stays so cold that it doesn't melt. So like it could rain, and snow, 2 feet of snow, 2 inches of snow, and like that is gonna ice out. It's gonna ice out, make the ground cold. The next layer is gonna come. It's gonna keep building up now. Now you got this hot. This really nasty, dirty snow look. It's gross. Everyone's sloshing through it, falling in the sidewalk.
You went sledding and shit?
Yeah, I have a sled that I used once.
Oh, okay.
Like I went sledding. I used to go sledding when I was younger, and then I got a sled. Never used a sled.
Never used that shit.
Never, not once.
Man, bro, like I used to watch like little movies and shit, bro. Like Home Alone, goddamn, niggas be sledding and shit, bro. I'm like, bro, that shit look fun as hell.
We was doing.
We never had the opportunity.
We
to
would
sled,
do ignorant shit because we would all like if you was in the hood and like your mom had to go to work, my mom had to go to work. We always outside shoveling.
Nah, hell no.
So it's like everyone's outside shoveling 8 a.m.
My thing, we used to rake up leaves and shit. My dad used to have us raking leaves, and
we had to rake in the fall.
Yeah, okay.
But right before, so that's the thing. You got to rake in the fall because right right after that, it's gonna start snowing.
It starts snowing.
So if you don't rake up in the fall and then it
yeah.
starts snowing, now your whole joint's discombobulated for the
Damn,
next
that
year.
shit sound crazy, bro.
Catch me in the spring.
Catch me in the springtime.
That's why spring cleaning is a real thing.
Yeah,
Because it
man.
would just be filthy, bro.
How long you been out here?
My first run out here was like 2015. I did
Okay.
like 3 months,
Okay.
4 or 5 months out here, just vibing, really getting my feet wet. And then I went back to Boston, came back and like went through the whole store thing.
Yeah.
Like went through the store thing, got dropped. Then
Yeah.
I was like, all right, well, I'm kind of over this. And I remember in 2017, I was just feeling super discouraged because you don't have the perspective of I can make sequins clothes in Boston. You're making way different clothes. You're in a way different space of creativity. You're also creating for survival. You understand what I'm saying? Like, so when you come out here, it's like you have that room to kind of like expand. So when I was in Boston in 2017, I was like, right before my birthday in May, I was like, man, this shit do not feel good. It don't feel right. I feel like I just got dropped from this store. I don't know what's next. I feel like it was done for me.
Yeah.
You know? So then like I remember my older brother came to my crib at the time and he was like, yeah, bro, like you just gotta go to LA and just never come back. And I remember
That's
him being
hard.
like,
That's hard.
And he was like, yeah, like just go. And I was like, I don't know if I could just go. And he was like, nah, I already booked your flight. Like he was like, nah,
Your brother booked your flight.
Hell yeah,
That's some real ass shit, bro.
But my older brother was super P like that. He would he sent me on the plane with like $1,000. He gave me a QP and was like, yeah, go figure it out. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Like
motherfucking being P,
shout
bro.
out to Big V.
What?
My big brother Virgil, shout out to him for that. 'Cause
Big
it's like,
V?
yeah, you
Shit,
realize
Big V,
that
what up,
like
boy?
9 times out of 10, like, boy, I probably wouldn't have even got back into that space of really wanting to take it there if I didn't have that lifeline.
Push. Yeah,
you know what I'm
for
saying?
sure.
Like, so it's like you gotta, like, the creative journey is just not one that you can do alone. People started alone, but the quicker you realize, like, man, you need people, bro. And it's like once you realize
That's
that.
it.
You're gonna be all right, because a lot of
That's
like why
it.
you succeed is because of people.
People,
and
yep.
sometimes a lot of the times you fail is because you're not listening to people.
You're not listening, bro. Like, bro, that's why I be trying to tell motherfuckers, bro, you need I don't give a fuck what it is, dog. Like, you need a team to do anything, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, motherfucker, everybody got their own role in this shit, bro. And, like, everybody play that motherfucker well, you know? It's no way you can't win, G.
And it just leaves you jaded when you kind of do everything yourself. Because
Yeah.
you have to go through the world feeling like I could do this shit by myself and no one really wants to help me. Like, because you're like, I know what it's like to be the dude that volunteers help. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you need help with something? Like, and it, like, if that's not mutual, like, that will start to eat away at you. And that's what California, that's why you got to be brooding a little bit. Because you'll want to be helpful and be nice. And niggas will be like, word, I'm about to extort his kindness. Like, word. Like, you like, yo, I'm doing my first big music video, bro. Like, can I borrow a jacket? I really don't got it this time. And you do it. You know?
So you
This
never hear
person
from the niggas
blows
again.
up.
Yeah.
Person blows up. Signs they get their bag. They rightfully so supposed to come back and drop it. But they not, because you gave it to them for free. So they going to come back and expect some more free shit. And now with a different incentive, like, oh, I'm lit now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and I think it's very detrimental to the being of like a young person that feels like, damn, bro, I just want to pay my rent. Like,
Yeah, that's the
I don't want to just sit here and give you free shit and be like manipulated into feeling like bad if I don't.
Yeah, that's super dope, man. Fucking shout out to DJ Mustard, bro. Like, matter of fact, it's the stylist chick. She's from Boston too. Her name is Olivia, bro. She pulled some stuff for me, and I guess DJ Mustard said he liked it, and like, you know, he actually bought it from me. You know what I mean? Instead of like, you know, just like using his card. You feel me? He actually bought it. You know?
And that's like, you'd be surprised how much, bro. Like, that is like one of the best the best turnout you can get.
Right?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, that's like the best turnout you can get. But the reality of that is so slim to none when you have, like, not just a boom in new designers and new creatives.
Yeah.
But there's also like the same level of thirst that a young person might have. So it's like, if you look at that opportunity, like, all right, this is a cool thing, whether or not it comes back as $1 or not.
Yeah.
Like, these people are almost excited for clout. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've had people email me straight up like, yo, can you style this Migos and Cardi B video? And I was like, I can't work for free. I can't work for clout. Like, I can't work for clout,
we're not
bro.
in this for this shit, bro.
And it was like, I remember saying like, yo, cool, like just pay me to do wardrobe. I'll bring my whole wardrobe and you could pull whatever you want from there, you know, and we could do that for like $1,200. And the girl emailed me back, LOL. And I was like, yo.
Yeah, you know, like, bro, it's so crazy sometimes, like, with these different people, they all have budgets, bro, and they just pocket that shit.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I mean? And they don't want to, like.
I just had this happen to me last week. A stylist hit me up and was like, yo, I want to do this outfit for this girl's booking she has, blah, 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 blah. He goes and hits me up, says he's about to send a deposit, XYZ. The time passes, it never happens, and I see the girl on the day of the event, and she's literally wearing his merch. She's wearing a cut-up version of his merch. So I know he took this 2-3 bands on these outfits.
Yeah.
Took an outfit he had, a sweatsuit, and kind of like jug that. And that's like, stylists really have like way more leeway and way more like room to like jug a designer. Like really jug a designer, like, and they really don't care. Like, you could really say like, I'm about to like lose my crib. Like, I need to pay my bills. Like, I haven't eaten. Like, niggas don't give a fuck about none of that.
Yeah,
They're
bro,
like,
it's so crazy.
You got
bro.
free clothes or what?
Yeah.
Like, and
some
you'll
motherfuckers don't even like, just like one of my things I went through experience is like, motherfuckers had your shit for months, bro. In months, and like that's just like something I've been recently experiencing, like, and they try to make it seem like, you know, you're the bad guy, you know what I mean?
And
like,
that's why
you know?
that's why it's like, if I give you something for free and then you gonna villainize me, I'm never doing this again. And that's pretty much, you learn that lesson once.
Yeah, you learn. Yeah. That's all it take.
You only learn that lesson one time.
Yeah.
Because you're not gonna, oh, me? You thought this was, oh, okay, I see what you thought I was. All right.
You feel me?
I see where we got
But you know,
misunderstood.
one thing about it though, we love stylists though, cause like I have some really dope stylists that come through, and they keep everything like 100, bro. Like, you know, and
the best stylist is really like a wardrobe stylist, and the wardrobe stylists are the ones that really are looking to like understand the artist's like aesthetic, build with it, and then go and curate and find pieces that complement it.
Yeah, exactly.
Versus like the regular stylist that genuinely, bro, like genuinely, they're there to do like they're going to stores pretty much begging. They're like begging for free clothes based off of how popular this person may or may not be. And I feel like low key, like, it's kind of like, I do know a lot of really professional stylists that run their businesses with respect and honor.
Yeah.
Whereas like, I know most stylists aren't operating that way, and they not doing that because it's like, if you did see this, we would know all of these new designers.
Yeah, for sure.
If not, they wouldn't all be secret weapons.
Dog. Yo, they like literally like a motherfucking secret weapon.
They turn. I've been a secret weapon, bro.
Yeah, for
like,
sure.
where they not gonna tell you like, this dude's quintessential style has developed from this one dude. They're not gonna say that because it removes all the need for people to kind of like even entertain a stylist. Like, if I know I could just call Silk and he could pull up to my house, sew this motherfucker in front of my face and tailor it to my body, what the hell do I need you to do all of the middleman work for?
Yo, that's hard though. Like, let's get into that shit, man. Nigga, you know how to sew this shit, bro. I can't sew shit, bro. I be trying to sew shit all the time, bro. You seen me travel. You like, bro, I can't. You're like, I can't watch you do this shit no more, bro. Let me do it for you. It's just super hard, bro. This thing is shit funny as hell. But like, bro, like, that's dope that you actually, you know, you use these two hands to like really fucking make your pieces, bro. I have to source it, but you know.
But I think it's the same thing, bro.
Yeah,
like,
it is.
Honestly,
But I'm
like,
saying it's super dope.
When
that you can do it
because I
yourself.
feel like with me, people would rather it the other way because it's like there's no getting around how much I'm personally afflicted.
Yeah.
If you feel like you can like get around or get over on me, if I was just getting my stuff made and I was just producing cool shit that didn't put any toll on my mental or physical.
You don't
know
put
what
a
I'm
toll
saying?
in your fucking pockets though.
Yeah, like I'd be
Shit.
sitting there like, cool.
Hell nah, bro.
No, trust me, bro. I've done it, but that's what I'm saying. Like I don't
Like
make
what?
when I make like all of my handmade stuff. I still have to do like my ready to wear stuff, and I still have
Yeah.
to use other resources to kind of make my things come to life. But I think the biggest and most important factor of that is just actually having a system to where you're like functioning in a space of like fluidity. You understand what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, yeah.
if you have a manufacturer or a sample maker and that connection is synchronicity, you get synchronicity out of that.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
I know people that, really, really like can draw.
Yeah.
I can't draw.
I can't draw for shit.
I
but
can't
try.
draw to save my life.
I try.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
and I remember telling like my homie, like, yeah, like if I could draw, I would have drawn my fucking comic book. You know what I mean?
Yo,
Like,
let's talk about that. That's one of the things I wanted to talk about, and I fucking forgot until right now. This nigga got comic books, bro. Like he showed me the first one, and like I got the first one at home. Me and my son always like just flipping through the pages or whatever. Craziest color, the color schemes are amazing. Just this nigga is really a comic book character in real life.
Silk Samurai.
Like literally, bro. And like he actually has another comic book coming out.
It's called Cataclysm.
Boom, Cataclysm. And when you gonna drop it?
Boy,
You still working on it?
It's so long.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Do you understand how long it is to take? Like, I thought it was like, I didn't know if it was gonna be like movies. You know what I'm saying? Like where you watch a movie get made for 5-6 years.
Yeah.
And then it comes out and you're like, damn, that took a long time. Like books take so much. Like, because with the first book I wrote was only like 46 pages.
Yeah,
So it's like the full story is like 3 parts, 46 pages, and I feel like it's still very full. There's a lot to take in. It's a lot to digest. The second book is running like we clocked it at 70. So it's like to go from like a comic book that has like maybe 2 or 3 panels a page, or maybe 1 to 3 panels a page, to like drawing a comic book that has 73 to 7 panel pages, to you're now getting such a much more like complex, in-depth look.
What's going on?
Like how this story is gonna, like these stories can play out, and we're kind of approaching it with a much more meticulous energy. To like, we know what it looks like, we know where it goes, but it's just the process of getting it done in a way where when people see this second book, you understand that we wrote Thriller, because that's kind of like really how I slice like creating like secular like really trying to get like a project to resonate with where you're at in life and to make it be the big moment that you like create. When I wrote Empyrean, the first book, it was kind of like a experiment. It felt like a social experiment for myself. Like, will people take to me just completely like throwing them out of me making clothes into me doing something completely different? And I feel like people were almost waiting for it in a way. Like they knew it was coming and they knew that this shit was possible. They knew Silk was definitely giving Black Batman, so like why not? And it's like when I did introduce it, same way when I started swinging the sword, it was like everybody was almost like, word. Like we've been waiting for this. Like we've been waiting for more of you. Like the authenticity that comes with being your real self. Like it's the reason why I'm developing the Silky Way. It's the reason why I want to build a comic book universe around real people and their real superpowers that we see on a day-to-day basis. Because like you can imagine the impact that Spider-Man, Superman, Batman has on the world. Batman has sold close to 800 million comic books. You know what I'm saying? Like Spider-Man has sold 750 million comic books. You understand what I'm saying? Like,
nigga, you got these fucking this knowledge in your head, these numbers in your head. This is fucking crazy.
I keep it.
Yeah, man, that's fucking crazy.
So it's like, but in even like Superman, he's sold his own 600,000 copies. You have so many people that follow these characters and love these characters, right? It's like, if Bruce Wayne was a real dude, though, what would he be to humanity and to society? People would be like, this is him. This is the dude. I don't need no example. He's right there. And he's not fiction. So it's like, and also I had to start asking myself, when I wanted to know what value meant to my brand and to my pieces. I wanted to know how I could find a way to make that value not have to be like it became self-explanatory. So I would kind of reverse engineer what the value system was to like Batman. Like if you're a Batman fan will pay close to $2,500 to look like Batman at a convention.
Like I'm going to Party City.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and you gotta, but you gotta understand, like, what would the biggest if Batman was a real dude, right? If he was a regular dude like you and me, and his suit was hanging on that rack, how much would Batman's biggest fan pay for that suit? Billions.
Yeah.
Like they would pay, and they'd pay anything for those clothes. You know what I'm saying? And that was kind of when I was like, oh yeah, no, I have to write my book, because it was like it brings all of the intrinsic value back to exactly what I want people to focus on, which is the clothes.
So is there any way that, like, if anybody's watching this right now, that they can go get the first book?
Oh yeah, no, for sure. What we're doing right now is like we've tried to go with more of a Western comic book approach, where we're kind of like incorporating, various arts, various like ways of packaging and building a brand around this comic book, as opposed to just looking at it straight from a literary sense where we just need to be selling physical books. So now it's like we're kind of devising like a strategy where you can watch us drop clothes and you don't even have to focus on the book. Like, you can really just focus on the t-shirts and focus on the hoodies and focus on the ready-to-wear stuff we're about to drop. And every time someone buys stuff of that, like any of that stuff,
they get it.
It's a book. It's a book sale.
That's fine.
So it's like, regardless of if you're interested in the book or if you're interested in the clothes, it's all gonna come together. Like, you're gonna get all of it at once. And that was kind of like, it took a long time to finish and kind of like solidify a plan for that. So we've done probably 5 or 6 book runs of the first book already, sold them all. And now what I think the next step is to kind of like, because we're actually developing and really in our stride with the second book, I'm like, yeah, I think I want to like run the first one back, but I want to do it like a deluxe where it just goes straight into a teaser of the second book, and kind of like trying to figure out, as a person who's never sold a book, you know what I mean? Like, you trying to figure out how to make this shit work, like you trapping almost, like, because when you come from a sense of like, oh, I could do all of this and relate everything I do creatively to how I trapped at one point. And that's just at one point. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, when you were young and you trying to figure out how to hustle, that same hustle is applicable to selling anything. Yeah, and that's like one of the coolest things I think I've always been able to see in, like, I would go to the studio. You go to the studio, Young Thug. Young Thug's a great example. If anybody's been to the studio in Burbank, they know what I say to be true. He has 100 people there. He has 100 people there. And it's not even like you're going to go there and it's just 100 people that all swear by him and they going to step outside of what he want. It's like he got 100 people there and like 20 of them might be a loose cannon. You know what I'm saying? So
but the other
exactly. So you go to this studio, and I remember I would always go by myself, bro. Like, and it was always such a thing that LA dudes would see me and be like, yo, you really be coming places like Dolo? Like, you really be on your shit. Like, I could tell, like, you really be on your shit. You're not scared to go nowhere by yourself. And I'd be like, well, in my head, it's because I'm thinking I'm just going to sell some clothes. But it's like, people really can see that, like, nah, he's really hustling. Like, he's going with all the bags into a studio with everybody where anything could go anyway. And it's like, it always goes the way you need it to, because you going in there with respect,
the best intention, for sure.
Respect and standing on business. And any real hustler, no matter what they sell, is going to respect that. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying, bro.
That's why it was like, I could go into a studio and like these same dudes would be like, oh, nah, I know, I fuck with exactly what you're doing, bro. Sparkly clothes, I fuck with that shit, bro. Like, and you'd be like, man, what the hell? I'd have never thought I'd seen today. Yeah. Because it's like, I grew up being inspired by Michael Jackson, that Rock With You video, and seeing him shine that way, it made me really want to like zone in on that. Like, and really make that a thing that I could practice and like live and utilize in my own life.
Yo,
And it
fucking-
really did kind of come full circle back to that. And I felt like it was important for me as a dude, like a straight dude, to be like, nah, bro, like you can wear sequins pants, and I promise you gonna get a flood. You gonna
Oh
get
yeah,
more.
yeah. You know the biddies.
You're gonna get more.
The biddies. Yo, was that video the one when he fucking burnt his head?
Oh, Michael Jackson, that's the Pepsi commercial.
That's the Pepsi commercial, but wasn't he doing like the Rock with You video?
Nah, he was shooting the Pepsi commercial.
Okay.
And it was like
Yeah,
a scene
yeah.
in the Pepsi commercial that he was like dancing on stage, and they had the pyrotechnics.
Yeah, that shit crazy.
And they had, you could just imagine how
Yo,
curly
fucking Mike, bro.
how curly his hair was. There was
Yeah.
so much oil in his hair.
Yeah, man, the Jerry curl was fucking real, man. I can't grow no fucking hair right now. Nigga, if I could grow hair, I had dreads. I had a big ass wicks.
I
G.
can't get a beard. So.
It's all good. It happens, you know what I mean? I would have the wicks though, bro. I had like 6 of them motherfuckers, just like, you know what I mean? Just crazy.
Until you really like feel like, now I can't sleep, because you gotta realize like they take up space. So when you try to hit the pillow, it's gonna put some extra pressure on your head.
Okay.
A certain way, like
I ain't think about that.
nah, I gotta sleep with my hair up like that.
Shit.
You gotta sleep with it
yeah.
up out the way.
Yeah, I feel
Because
that.
if not, I'll wake up and I'll drag my dread through my eyeball
Tuh.
in pain,
Crazy.
like pure pain.
Yeah. But shit, man. I just wanna, tell everybody thank you for like coming to the Power Pod, and my boy Silk Samurai right here. Tell the people how they can get in touch with you.
Silk Samurai and everything. Silk-samurai.com. Everything is just Silk Samurai. You'll find me on Instagram. You'll find me on TikTok. I'm not on Twitter. I don't do that stuff. I need to probably be there, but you'll find me. And as far as being here, bro, this is super tight. I'm actually I was scared because I was like, bro, am I gonna become a podcast, bro? Like, am I gonna become a podcast, nigga? Like,
Shit,
are they
you
gonna
just
see
did a
me?
podcast.
I know, but are they gonna see me? Are they gonna see us and be like, those are the podcast niggas? Like, those are the niggas that hate women. Like, you know those podcasts you watch, and it just be niggas that just hate women, and they just sitting there for 45 minutes, 8 niggas around the table
Talking
hating,
shit about.
hating.
I know what you talking about. Yeah.
I
That shit,
get
we
so.
love women.
That's why I was like, before we even started, like, what are we about to be talking about?
Oh, nah, you know what I mean? Shit, we gonna talk about it all. I honestly wanted to, talk about the ladies, but shit,
Oh, see, but that's the thing. You could talk about ladies.
love.
The one thing I'll say about ladies is like, I've learned that women really do know how to have their way these days.
Oh, shit, they having their way.
Men hate that shit, bro.
They having a fucking way.
But we got to give it up to women because we had our way for so long. And mind you, I'm only 30, so I didn't spend the majority of my life, an adult having my way. I had my way as a teen.
Yeah.
So I thought I was him in high school.
Yeah,
so at
for sure.
30, you watching girls had a time to have their way and live it their best way and do it a way that you hate and object.
Yeah, they definitely
you
got
gotta
an
give them
easy life right now.
props, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
they got an easy life.
Because if you could do it,
You would.
exactly.
And shit, nigga, like, you helping them have that easy life too as a nigga. So, like, you know what I mean?
We're
We can't-
substantiating exactly
Exactly
what
what-
they are participating in.
Yeah,
We
for
literally
sure.
created all of the foundation
Nigga,
for
if you
it.
got it, you gonna
It's
give it.
embarrassing. I had a conversation with this dude a few days ago where he
Yeah.
was like, "Yeah, bro, if a woman gets her hands put on her, she should only date niggas that put their hands on her." And I was like, "Bro, are you an incel?" I said this shit straight up to him. I was like, "Bro, you an incel?" And he was like, "Nah, I just feel like if I'm used to being beat on by my dad, a woman should know abuse because she knows violence like me." And I was like, all right, bro. Like, and you could just tell who sits on Discord all day talking to girls on the internet. Like, you ain't been
Yeah.
outside.
Yeah.
You ain't in the field actually
Yeah.
talking to pretty girls. You're
Yeah.
not dealing with none of that. So you just on the internet mad at them. I know it sucked because you got to look at them all day and they
Yo.
be perfect looking.
Yeah.
You sliding their DMs. You've been talking to yourself for 6 months. Give it up.
Give it up.
And
though.
now you done sat there and took all that energy to the podcast to hate with your homies. I honestly think that's like super sad.
Yeah, well, shit, here at the Power Pod, we're going to talk about all positivity, you know what I
Facts.
mean? So that,
Love women.
yeah, man, and
It's
love
like-
yourself, you feel me? So,
Facts.
you feel me? So, yeah, thank you once again. My name is Brandon. This is the
Silk.
Power Pod, and I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Yes, sir. Boom.